how good are these budget keyboards under $35? Today in my hand are the new MageGee SKY81 and SKY98, two new keyboards sent in by Cybetronics for review. Both of these boards on paper look really good with decent specs, including fully hot swap PCB and RGB, gasket mounting, decent keycaps and switches, and rotary knob. The SKY81 price starts from $30 or BDT 3600, and SKY98 price starts from BDT 4000 or around $35. In this video, I'll deep dive into it and compare it with other similar priced boards. Stick to the end of it. So the SKY81 has an explored 75% layout with rotary knob at the top right, while the SKY98 comes in with an 1800 layout, that is the compact full size. Both of these have frame-out variant, but in my hand is the wired one. Build-wise, they are made out of ABS plastic with adjustable feet at the bottom. It has various colorways and they are matched by this OEM profile double-shot ABS keycaps. They have an okay thickness and nice finishing at the top. They are quite good to type on. The PCB inside is a 5-pin hot swap PCB with not-facing RGB LED, supporting all MXSL switches for you to try. So if you don't like the stock switches, you can swap them out for the ones you like. The PCB comes in with this unbranded hot swap socket that are clones of Gale and Gatron. That is the industry standard ones. In my opinion, they look alright, and I guess they should last long enough considering I have seen similar type of hot swap sockets in other similar priced boards and they have lasted long enough. The PCB also supports NKRO, 1000Hz polling rate as usual. The board also packs in a software that can let you program some keys, change RGB, but not programming the secondary layer like many other boards in the same price range. As for the knob can allow for multitude of functions like volume and RGB control. It's made out of metal and you can swap it out with the ones you like as well. Also, you can change RGB and use various multimedia function using the FN plus various key combo. Okay, one of the key features that both of these boards promote is that they are gasket mounted. So digging further, I have found a pretty unique implementation of it. So basically, there are some silicon extensions from the bottom silicon which is being used for dampening, and the polycarbonate plate along with the PCB is suspended on it, giving a bouncy tapping feel. This type of gasket mounting I have never seen before. Let's talk about the switches. The switches that both of these boards come in are called blue whale and violet switches. I don't have information on who the manufacturers are. They are very similar in terms of specifications. They are Gale style 3-pin linear switches that come in mildly factory looped with a 19mm long spring. Didn't get any info on the housing, but it seems like the blue whale one has a top polycarbonate housing and bottom nylon, whereas the violet one has both nylon, both actuates at 1.8mm and bottoms out at 3.1mm. But the difference is that the blue whale's bottom out force is 38 gram and the violet's bottom out force is 42 gram. They are decently smooth and sounds quite nice. They are further complemented by various dampening materials like plate foam, case silicon, IXP sheet and case foam. So combining that with the polycarbonate plate, they sound decent. So without further ado, let's hear how the board sounds. Here are the few things I need to address. If you consider the price point, they sound decent right out of the box. The switches feel really nice, sounds okay, and they should be fine for both gaming and typing. But I like the violet one a bit more for the higher bottom out force. So if I have to nitpick, there are two things. Number one, both of these boards sounds a bit high-pitched and louder compared to the other budget boards in the market. This is due to the ABS keycaps, plate material quality and switches combined together giving this result. Another issue I've found is that spacebar stabilizers isn't tuned properly and it was rattling. To fix that, we can do a bit of a modding. So opening it up is really easy. Just like all the other budget gasket mounted boards, insert a prying tool and it should be easily opened up. So the modding requirement isn't that much for this. Just a layer of tape mod, and stabilizer wire balancing with relobing should fix it. So let's hear how the board sounds along with a combination of various other switches. So, how does each of them compare against the others in the market? If I consider only wired variant 75% form factor with knob, there would be only one, that is the Aegis AK820. It also has a knob, gasket mounting, full RGB, a better software that lets you program the secondary layer, similar dampening style, enthusiast grade soft facing RGB LED instead of not facing, and better PBT keycaps. But this one is around $4 or BDT 400 cheaper. Other alternatives in the similar price ranges would be Jinmeng M87 Pro base variant and Hexgear's M2, but they don't have full RGB. If I compare with the tri-mode variant, the SKY81's tri-mode variant costs BDT 4800 or close to $40. In that price, there aren't that many great options out there. However, if you spend a bit more like $5 or in total around BDT 5300, there is this way superior Ola F75 with great look, great sound, and amazing switches. Plus, you can also consider stuffs like this variant of Aegis AK820 Max for the similar price, Jinmeng M87 Pro, Ola F87 Pro, Monka 3087 Pro, and much more with superior switches, keycaps, and overall acoustics. So in this regard, I would say that just save up and get the others if you're into something wireless. As for the SKY98, the wired variant price is really competitive, and I would say that it's a decent option than the ones from Yoso, Z-Frame, etc. Those boards are tray mounted, comes in with meh switches, and they have loads of PCB failure issues. If you consider the wireless variant, there is no point getting the SKY98 over the Jinmeng X98 or Monka 3098 Pro V2. Yes, they might cost a bit more, but they come in with better switches, better keycaps, better acoustics, and some unique features. Overall, the wired variants of both of these keyboards are nice additions in the budget keyboard scene and can be considered as decent alternatives if you can't get hands on the ones I've mentioned above. So with that, I'm wrapping up for today. Thanks to MageGee and Cybetronics again for sending out these boards to try. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more. With that, goodbye and have a great day.